Hello everyone and welcome back to Slime Rancher. It's been a week or two since I last recorded. I've found myself in the middle of, a whole lot of work, so I haven't got as much done as I intended, but we are back here on the far range, and this is pretty much exactly where we left off. We got one pen filled with pink tabby slimes, the large version. I don't think that they can stand to be fed right now. But the first thing that I want to get done today, above everything else, is I want to hop around the corner here into the grotto, which we just unlocked at the end of the last episode, and we're going to build a corral, purchase corral, and then we need high walls on it, purchase that, and we've got just enough for one single pen. Now, this is going to need a roof on it sooner or later at one point in time, but for now, this will do, and what we need to do is actually get our hands on the right type of slimes, and I probably should look into building a silo at some point because I've only got so many spaces on so many different tanks on this vac pack. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head off into the wild and we're gonna grab up some brand new slimes. Hooey. Okay, so we are at the far end of the dry coral reef, which is your basic starting area, and I'm just gonna move some of the slimes out of here. So my main goal here is to head to the first unlockable area that I like to go to, called the undergrowth, which is across these bridges right over here. And if you are unaware, this large Gordo slime, that is a tabby, if you feed it enough, it'll pop, and it is sitting on top of a warp pad. So it'll help me to get around the map faster, but finding enough chickens to feed that slime can be a bit of a problem. Now, the first thing you face on the path to getting to many of these new unlockable areas are these angry slimes, and, you can try to feed them to get them to stop being angry, but it's a whole lot easier to just bypass them. So that first Gordo slime, that incredibly large pink slime that I fed tons of food to in the first episode, it gave me a key, and the keys aren't specific in this game to any one door. I'm just gonna go ahead and break that since I'm here. Oh, hey, we got two stony hens. I can go back around and I can feed that tabby slime. But the keys are not specific, okay? So this key that I have in my inventory on the left of the screen that you can see, it could go to any number of the locked doors that are in this game. But in this case, I'm going to use it to get into the undergrowth, so we'll use it right there. Boom. And there we go. We've unlocked the undergrowth. Now all we have to do... Oh, not the undergrowth. I'm getting it mixed up with the expansion of the ranch. This is the moss blanket. My mistake. I'm getting my terminology mixed up. So, this is a one-way trip down this hole. And here we are in the the moss blanket. And here we will find lots of different slimes. In this case, what I'm after are boom slimes, because I want to crossbreed boom slimes with I want to crossbreed boom slimes with rock slimes. And there's plenty of boomers up in this place. And they've left some plorts around, but I'm not really terribly interested in the plorts right now because all I really want to do is get my hands on the slimes themselves so that I can take them back to base and breed them. Now, like normal, I'm only going to put 8 slimes in a single cage because whenever you end up with the Largo slimes, the large slimes that you get from crossbreeding, they take up so much space, and I don't have a roof, remember, on the pen that I'm going to be using. So it's literally just a case of me hopping through the growth here. There's a lot of different slimes. I'll be coming back here. Like, for instance, right here, this is a honey slime. I'll be coming back to nick these up in a bit. These are just a whole bunch of hens. If I see any stony hens, I'm going to be picking them up because they'll be useful. There we go. Okay, I have as many boom slimes as I need. Now it's just a matter of finding the exit. This is not the exit. Something else that I need to unlock is the jetpack, which is an upgrade for my equipment that I need to actually go through the trouble of getting. But again, funds are a little bit slim right now. My main focus is literally to set up as many of the slime pens as possible because the slimes are what make me money. Once I have the money to run a farm, then I will be good. Anyways, see, this is a teleport pad. It's going to take me back to the ranch. Boom. Oh, they've changed the teleport pads. That was just like a round circle on the ground previously. There has been at least one update since I last played the game. Now, before I head into the grotto, I'm going to head back into the coral reef and get my hands on 6 more rock plorts. Alright, I have returned to the far, far range, or, well, base camp, if you will. And I have the plorts that I need, I have the slimes that I need. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up, because I picked up a whole bunch of pink plorts while out. Why not? I mean, there's no good reason not to. It looks like I got some hungry slimes up in here. I might as well feed them. I'm gonna have another crop of these heartbeats coming in soon, so... just a few. Now, we're gonna go ahead and set up our first pen out here. There's 1. There's 2, 3. Please, 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 someone eat it. There we go. Okay, so we've got a full number of them now. Oof. Now you see, these guys will never stop exploding, which means that they are the prime candidate for me to have a plort collector. The last thing I want to do is go inside of that corral and have to try to collect up the plorts, but that costs 500. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna be stuck doing this the hard way, where I feed these guys. Oh look, check it out, they do produce doubles whenever I feed them one of their favorite foods. So the heartbeats are a favorite of rock slimes. Boom slimes, I believe they prefer briar hens, which, you know, raising hens, that's just a bit of... If I die, I lose everything in my inventory, so I have to be careful here. Oof, okay. Okay, there we go. I am good. I am gonna back off of those guys for now. There's no need to anger them any more than they already are. I'll go and, collect up the plorts that I got out of the tabby slimes there in a minute as well. And I'll feed, at least one more who seems to be angry. How did you get out? Get back in there. Jeez. So I'm gonna need plort collectors because this is getting to a ridiculous level. And the plort collectors have a pretty good, big inventory as well, so... There we go. 1,183 of these, wonderful, wonderful, coins. So we'll go ahead and suck up everything else. Oop! Jeez. So, what I want to do is I want to install a plort collector purchase, and I might want to purchase an auto feeder, but that's a little bit less necessary. The auto feeder doesn't really do anything special. It does not explicitly feed each slime. It just kind of, you know, spits food out onto the floor for them. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to 800 of these. And what I'm going to do is instead is I'm going to set up another corral over here, purchase, and then I'm going to set up high walls, which is enough. And I have just enough to build up another pen. So what else was there out there? There were honey slimes in the overgrowth. So let's set up a garden. Purchase that garden. That'll do just fine. And what I need to do now is run out and get some Q-berries. Q-berries grow out on that little stretch of land that connects the... just around the bridges that head to the moss cover, or the moss blanket. So I'm gonna head out there. But before I head back to the far, far range and plant up these Q-berries, I'm gonna point something out right here, between this location right here, where you get down at the end of the range. Oh dear, it looks like there's a tar infestation in the process. I'm just gonna back off of that. And between there and right here, right at this little gap in the rocks, you can hop over. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back because I don't have the, I actually don't have the jetpack. But right in here is a cave, and this is a Phosphorus Lime. So Phosphorus Slimes, they love, love, love Q-berries. So I'm going to feed it one Q-berry. I need one to plant up a farm. But I'm going to feed the rest of the pogo fruit to it as well. And this thing, whenever it pops, it's going to give me another key, okay? So I'm going to be coming back to this location specifically more than once to get the stuff out of it. Whew, well, that was a bit of an adventure there. Alright guys, so I'm back on the ranch here, and I managed to get my hands on some some hens and whatnot. Still haven't gotten enough fruit for the Phosphorus Lime to pop yet. Still working on that, but I do have the means to build a coop. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase a coop with the money that I got here. I'm going to load it up with these briar hens and one roosteroo. And these guys will produce little chickens for me to feed to that tabby slime out there, who's going to be a real pain to actually, you know, have grow up. I've also managed to find myself a mint mango, or mango, however you want to say it. And this mango is pretty useful. It's a favored, it is a favored food for honey slimes. Yeah, honey slimes. So I want to be able to grow mint mangoes on the ranch here. You guys hungry right now? Looks like you are. I'll just feed you. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about those guys producing the lots of food. So we've got a plort collector on this machine here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna feed these guys up, and this is a particular catch, okay? We're gonna have some income soon. We're just gonna unload all the food in here. It'll sit here, and they will eat it and whatnot. So one of the catches about having a plort collector is that the plort collector won't work if you're not in the room, okay? So it's like I could just leave the room, and these will still be sitting here when I come back, assuming they don't go and despawn on me at some point. So what I literally have to do is just kind of stand here and wait for the plort collector to do its job. That's been my experience thus far. Granted, this is an in-development game that could be patched at any given moment. Well, any given, not moment, but day. And if I'm lucky, they won't hurl the slimes out of the freaking cage. But this plort collector, there we go. It's doing its job. It's sucking everything up. And now that it's sucked up all the plorts, I can just walk over here, and I can suck the plorts right out of the collector, like so. There you go. And I can hop over to the, there's one plort that got stuck in there. Okay, so I can hop over to the slime board, and I can, or the plort market, and I can sell this stuff off. So, just, you know, a little bit of an update there. I'm gonna get back to trying to find enough fruit to feed the Phosphorus Lime. I will be astonished if this does not do the job. Got so much pogo fruit for him. And I got lots of Q berries as well. Yes! Just enough! Boom! There's all of these guys. Ooh. Got some blues here. And we got some phosphor plorts as well. Where's that hen go? There we go. Ooh, wait. We don't need that pink slime. Let's get that phosphor slime. There we go. Okay, we're doing all right. And I grabbed the key that I unlocked, so there we go. I've got the next key that I require to unlock an additional area, which is going to be the Indigo Quarry. And once I've got that Indigo Quarry unlocked, I'll have access to more slimes. And what I need to do is crossbreed. Actually, why did I vac up these freaking phosphorus slimes? I don't need them. Of course you would do that. Why would you not do that? Makes all the sense in the world for an angry slime to come and attack me. Alright, so here we are at in the middle of the coral reef. A very, you know, common and early place. So this cave over here is what leads to the wonderful, wonderful Indigo Quarry. Now, you have to be a little bit careful. You get some angry slime spawning in here, but you want to hop up through the cave like so. And you want to unlock the door at the end with the key. Boop. Slide her right open. And let's see, what do I want to, I'm looking for crystal slimes. That's my main focus right now, crystal slimes. So, the Indigo Quarry, all that remains of a mining project that quickly went bust. Lots of crystals around here. Never overlook an opportunity to crack a crate open. Because the crates are always worth it. Okay, so we've got a Largo slime here that we need to consider. I think that whenever I pop this Gordo. I think when this Gordo slime pops, it will open up a teleport pad for me to warp into the cave that I have unlocked on the farm. So, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm after crystal slimes. Let's keep looking. Oh, well, I found Rad Slimes. If I can't find the crystal slimes I want, Rad Slimes will do. Let's get rid of these rock plorts and just suck these guys up. I only need 4 of them, so... Or, not 4, 8. And of course, they do irradiate me, so they're a little bit on the dangerous side to that extent, but I will manage. There's another, and there's another. Okay, I've got 8 of these Rad Slimes. I don't want to spend too much time out here. Wee bit on the dangerous side. Alright, so I have returned to the range, and my main point of concern at the moment... I'm going to go ahead and deposit a stony hen in here just for the heck of it. Get it out of my inventory. Those chickens aren't exactly mating as fast as I want them to, but I'll have to make do. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and hop my butt into the grotto right here. And instead of using this pen, which is a safer pen... You see, I got explosive problems over here. I don't want a pen like this sitting next to... I don't want to put radiation slimes next to in this pen because I have to come up the ramp here to get back up. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and put the radiation slimes in this pen over here, which is further away and safer. So I'm going to go ahead and set up another corral. Purchase that. High walls. Ah, I'm just short. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to deal with it. Alright, so I've got the money now. Let's go ahead and purchase the high walls. That will do! Okay, so first things first, we're gonna go ahead and deposit all 8 of these guys into the pen, and we're gonna feed them phosphor plorts. Now, they're going to fly out of this place, alright? I completely accept that, but it's not going to be the biggest and worst problem for me to deal with it okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop right back out and I'm gonna go ahead and grab some fruit to feed those guys. Alright, I've got the mint mangoes that I'm gonna feed them. Now, mint mangoes are not the intended diet of those phosphor slimes, but I'm gonna make do with it anyway. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to deposit 1 mint mango into the silo here, because these mangoes can be a little bit on the difficult side to find. I was lucky to find them when I did in the moss blanket. So what I'm going to do is pop back in. I've got one, the whole point is that I now have 1 mint mango that I will be able to use whenever I really need it. Now, let's see, what do... let's check the Slimepedia really quickly here. Slimes, Rad Slimes, their diet is veggies, okay? So the Rad Slimes won't be eating up these mangoes, but the Phosphorus Slimes will, okay? So they will produce phosphor to breed the other ones. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and eat those, and they'll transform, and we'll have a full number of them. Now, as you can see, as they keep getting bigger, they're floating and sitting on top of each other. They're going to get out of this pen without too much trouble. And I'm at risk. I'm putting myself at risk by, you know, walking in to snatch these things up. And you see, they're getting out already. So I'm gonna have to come back with the money and extend the walls up. Here, pal, eat that. There we go. Okay, so they're all good and well. I'm not going to overfeed them right now, and I'm going to go back to the slime market. I'm going to sell off these rad plorts. Hopefully that'll be enough for me to get a ceiling on. How much does a ceiling cost? An air net. $425. Probably not enough to get me a net, but it'll put me on my way. And this will pretty much be the end of another episode of Slime Rancher, guys. We've almost got all the slimes we need on the ranch, but there's a lot of additional things that we can do for upgrades. I still haven't put any upgrades into my equipment that I am actually carrying around. There are other slimes out there that I need to feed to, like, unlock shortcuts and whatnot. And of course, I'm, you know, breeding chickens. And there's another expansion still to put on the ranch as well. So it's a situation of needing a lot more money right now, but there's a limited amount of additional content left for me to look at. If you guys are enjoying watching me play Slime Rancher, be certain to let me know below. You know, like, share, favorite, subscribe, etc. Oh dear. Looks like I'm going to need more heartbeats. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode or another series or whatever. But until then, stay well. Bye!